Hold hands. Thank you all for coming today for this occasion, the wedding of Dakota Warren and Kelsey Gash. It is indeed a beautiful day and so nice we could be outside. Dakota Warren and Kelsey Gash, today is the day you will change your status from single individuals to a married couple, formally and publicly making your promises to one another. Although this is indeed a high point, I want you to remember that marriage is a journey, not a destination. Marriage is more than any one single event or promise. It's a series of decisions that have been made and that you will continue to make over and over again every day, showing each other your care and concern for the one you love most in the world. Marriage is a promise that is renewed daily through your actions and a responsibility taken on in the spirit of faith and hope and love that brings comfort in time of sadness and heightens your greatest joy. Dakota and Kelsey, may the promises you make this day live always in your hearts and in your home, so that all which you share now and share today deepens and grows through the years, leading you to a continued lifetime of happiness. A wedding is more than a celebration of love which lives in your hearts today. It reaches into the future and proclaims your intentions for that which tomorrow will hold. A couple who wed are joined not only by the mutual affection and love that they share now, but also by their hopes, dreams, and by the promises of what will be. The promises and vows you make this day will guide you into your common future together. And I will now ask if you're prepared to make these promises. So, Kelsey, have you come here today of your own free will to take Dakota to be your husband, that you may live together as equal partners, sharing all that life has to offer? And if so, answer, I have.
I have.
Will you love him, comfort him, honor, and keep him all the days of your life? And if so, answer, I will.
I will.
Dakota, have you come here today of your own free will to take Kelsey to be your wife, so that you may live together now as equal partners, sharing all that life has to offer? And if so, answer, I have.
I have.
Will you love her, comfort her, honor, and keep her all the days of your life? And if so, answer, I will.
I will.
Now, today is the public affirmation and acknowledgement of all that you are to each other. Seemingly, your relationship will be as it always has been. But yet there is power in the spoken word. And may that power bring you all the warmth, closeness, security, comfort, joy, and happiness that this world has to offer. Because you're gathered with your family and friends, I'd now like to have an affirmation of the community. So I'm going to ask you, family and friends, now that you have heard Dakota and Kelsey recite their vows, do you, their family and friends, promise from this day forward to encourage them, love them, give them guidance, and support them in steadfast in their promises that they have made? And if so, answer, we do.
We do.
Thank you. Now, traditionally, the passage to the status of husband and wife is marked by the exchange of rings. These rings are a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given that has no beginning and no end. No giver, no receiver, for each person is the giver and each is the receiver. And the rings will always remind you of the promises and the vows you have made. May I have the rings, please? Okay, this is both of them. Very good. Dakota, do you take Kelsey to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you vow to love her and care for her as long as you both shall live? Do you accept her with all her faults and strengths and offer yourself to her with all of your own faults and strengths? And do you promise to be a faithful, loving companion to always put the promises you make this day above all else? And if so, answer, I do.
I do.
You may now put this ring on Kelsey's finger. And Dakota, please repeat after me. I, Dakota, take you, Kelsey, to be my wife.
I, Dakota, take you, Kelsey, to be my wife.
I will love and honor you,
I will love and honor you,
respect and cherish you
respect and cherish you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Kelsey, do you take Dakota to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you vow to love him and care for him for as long as you both shall live, and accept him with all his faults and strength, and offer yourself to him with all your faults and strengths? Do you promise to be a faithful, loving companion, and to always put the promises you make this day above all else? And if so, answer, I do.
I do.
You may now put the ring on Dakota's finger. And please repeat after me, Kelsey. I, Kelsey, take you, Dakota, to be my husband.
I, Kelsey, take you, Dakota, to be my husband.
I will love and honor you,
I will love and honor you,
respect and cherish you
respect and cherish you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
You have now declared that you will continue to live together in marriage. You've made special promises to each other, which have been symbolized by the joining of hands and the taking of vows. You have given and received 2 rings. By the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio, I can now pronounce you to be husband and wife. And if you would like to share your first kiss as husband and wife, now's the time. All right. All right. With abiding confidence and affection, I can now send you forth to share your journey in this life together. May you be filled with thanks and wonder, humor and fun, hope and perseverance, and continue to grow in wisdom and grace. And maybe I'd be the first to congratulate both of you.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
So how are you walking?
You can, actually, you may want to just hang out, and our bridesmaids will lead us out. And let the revelries begin. Thank you for coming.
Gotta hold on easy as I let you go. Gonna tell you how much I love you, though you think you already know. I remember I thought you looked like an angel wrapped in pink, so soft and warm. You've had me wrapped around your finger since the day you were born. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this old world, but to me, you know you'll always be my little girl. When you were in trouble, that crooked little smile milled my heart of stone. Now look at you, I've turned around and you've almost grown. Sometimes you're asleep, I whisper I love you in the moonlight at your door. As I walk away, I hear you say,
Good luck, best of witches. I hope it lasts forever. All your dreams come true. Okay, I just want to say congratulations to you, Kelsey and Dakota. I wish you all the very best, and I know that both of you will be successful in whatever you do. Have a large family. Get it on. Good to come. Glad you invited us, and we were having a good time. Again, congratulations.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone here today. We've got a lot of friends and family from all kinds of different states around us and some foreign countries, like a lot of people from Kentucky. So I'd like to welcome you all. Kelsey asked me if I wanted to do a speech, and I said no. So, but I guess I'm up here. So, you know, father of the bride. Kelsey never really called me father. She called me daddy, you know, when she was young, and then she got a little older in teenage years. I was MasterCard, American Express, Visa, you know, all those things. So, I you know, whenever I do something that I've never done before, working on a car or whatever, I always just go out and Google it. So I went out and Googled this and said, what do you do? You know, and it's all this mushy stuff, and Kelsey and I are neither one are real mushy, or you know, they said write a poem, and you know, that's not going to happen in this lifetime. So, you know, so I did put together just a small list of some items I wanted to cover. So if you don't mind, I'd like to look through my list here, if I can get it off here. So, I told Taylor this is not going to take more than 30 minutes. So, so let me just start with my list here. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong list. This is the bill for the wedding. Sorry about that. Now I'm just going to say a couple of words again. Not going to do anything mushy. And they said, do not embarrass your daughter. So I thought I can remember one thing that might embarrass Kelsey, and this was back when she was, you know, quite a bit younger, very emotional. I remember one day she woke up, she was real happy, and then she was real sad, and then she actually wet the bed, which was kind of, and you know, but that's enough about her 18th birthday. We'll skip that. And just a couple of words of wisdom. I've been married for 30 years, somehow, right, Cameron? Somehow. And so I just wanted to say a couple words of wisdom to Dakota. You know, there's two times in your life that you won't understand a woman, and that's before marriage and after marriage. So, you know, and just one other quick little thing. Rick York here, my friend from forever, always said, if mama's not happy, nobody's happy. And you know, it took me 29 years to figure that one out. So just like to say, have a toast to the happy couple. Kelsey, we're so proud of you, and we wish you much luck. And Dakota, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much for coming tonight. For anybody who might not know me, I'm already going to start crying. Anyone who does know me is not surprised by that. Kelsey and I have been best friends for well over 15 years now. We met in 5th grade when we were switching classes. That's funny. We became recess best friends on the Spider, for those Springboro people. Spider? And we never left each other's side since. We have been through grade school, high school, we were college roommates for a while. Back to Springboro, and now here in a couple of months we're going to literally be living in the same exact neighborhood down the street from each other as soon as their new home is done. Along with many other fun adventures like vacations, the birth of my daughter, who loves her Aunt Kiki more than anything. She's been dying to talk in the microphone, and of course now she's not going to do it. But is there any Grey's Anatomy fans out there? Woo! Awesome. I've never seen this show, honestly, but this is what we say, so I'm going to go with it. The best way that I can describe Kelsey and I's relationship is by comparing two of the most well-known characters on that show, Meredith and Christina. If you do know the show, you know what I'm talking about already, but if you don't, they're best friends and they do everything in life together. They refer to each other as each other's person. Hey, there you go. It's not my fault that every time time I get asked to be a maid or matron of honor, I'm like 30 weeks pregnant. But I'm emotional regardless, so I apologize if I bore you, but Kelsey told me I have 5 minutes literally, so I can't put you through misery for that long. But I just wanted to share this passage that I found online regarding Christina and Meredith's friendship, because I figured if I read someone else's passage, maybe I won't cry as much. We can all only hope. So, you never feel, oh, this is going to be bad. You never feel quite complete when your other half, aka your person, isn't around. When you think of Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy, before you ever think of even swoon-worthy McDreamy, you're thinking of her best friend, Christina Yang. They are the truest soulmates on TV. Because Meredith and Christina are there for each other through thick and thin. They get one another in a way that no one else could. And if you're lucky enough to have your person, you know that your bestie will help you through your own drama and be there to be the first one to celebrate all the good times. So, there's a couple of quotes from Grey's Anatomy that explain this, and I thought it would help me not cry, but apparently that's not working. But number one, you and your best friend are always on the same team. Number two, even if that means that you have to do things that you don't want to do, like work and working out. Even if you're incredibly busy, you'll always make time to check in with each other. Even if that means you have to sit with them while they're working, which Kelsey does with me a lot. They'll get drunk and dance with you when no one else will. We did that a lot in college. And they'll lay on the ground with you when you just can't handle your bad day. They'll listen to you talk about your love life, and they will always have your back. They'll listen to you at your craziest moments, and they'll tell you what you need to hear, even if it's that you really need to shut up. You act like a married couple. You're always together, even when people don't think it's appropriate, like my husband sometimes. You talk about growing old together just like a married couple. You understand each other's logic, even if it makes zero sense, because you have your own language. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything at all. You can just look at each other's face and you can read it word for word. You know that you can always share secrets with them because they're the only ones who will keep them. On your worst days, they'll hold you, and then you know that family doesn't have to be blood related. You never have to worry about losing them because they'll always be your person. So when it comes to Meredith and Christina, you and your bestie are saying, same though. You know what it's like to have an amazing friendship just like theirs. Just like peanut butter, it's okay alone, but once you add my jelly, it's the most iconic sandwich ever. You love your bestie so much, which is why you just have to show her your appreciation for her. So back to my words, bear with me. This is going to be real bad. Anyone who doesn't know Kelsey very well, you should know that there's a couple of other sides to her other than just being my person. There's a hangry side. She's very adamant about when and what she likes to eat at specific times. Dakota's actually adapted to this really well. He happens to be a great cook, but that's really worked out both of their favors. There's also a wild side to the shy Kelsey that typically most often comes out on the dance floor, so we might see a dose of that tonight. And lastly, she's also very regimented in the way that she likes to have her sleeping conditions. Dakota has also put up with this like a champ. So in conclusion, not only is Kelsey my person, but I am so proud and happy for the person that Dakota has brought out in Kelsey. We've been through a lot of really hard and good times, and every single past relationship that either of us have had in our lives. I've truly never seen Kelsey so happy and glowing as she is when she's with you. Being the skeptical and worried best friend and mom that I am, especially when it comes to my person, I was really hard on Dakota at first, but every minute I spent with you, I realized that you were truly the one she's supposed to be with. I selfishly want you to know that she will always be my person, but I am more than honored to share her with you. And just know that you're stuck with me forever now, too. I hope that you and Alexis and Marley know how lucky you are to have this person in your life, and know that you truly could not have landed a better wife and stepmother in person. So if you would all raise your glass with me. cheers to the married couple. I love you both, and I'm so proud of you and all that you've overcome and accomplished together already. I look forward to all of our fun adventures to come together in our neighborhood. And a cheers to a lifetime of happiness. Thank you. Cheers.
It's got to get real fun. All right, let's do this. So now that Dakota is a bachelor, I'm going to have to ask some of you ladies out there to return some of the articles of clothing that he may have left previous. Go ahead, bring it on up. Come on. I got the bag. Let's see what we got out here. Yeah, there we go. A couple there. Nice, Dakota. Preferably washed. There we go, ladies. And gentlemen, preferably washed. Nice. Okay. I like it. I like it. I didn't know, but I like it. I think is that about it, or we got some others? Let's see. All right. Oh!
These are clean.
They are clean. Brand new and clean. All right. First off, I'd just like to say I'm thankful to be a part of this beautiful day and honored to be the best man here as well too. I think of Dakota like a brother. We are alike in many ways, and both calm personalities, laid back. We both wear our hearts on our sleeve to those around us we love deeply. We also have two beautiful daughters as well too. Kelsey now. Kelsey's more like that little sister that you kind of like to pick on and secretly hope she gets in trouble sometimes. But you know that you'd always be there in a heartbeat to help her out, and I want you to always to know that as well. For both of you guys, when you guys were together in the beginning of a relationship, the love and affection towards one another was infectious to all those around. It was clear that there was a little more to this relationship, and it was no surprise that we are where we are today. So I'd like to finish with a toast here, so go ahead, raise your glass. I wish you two a lifetime of continued happiness, and may your love always shine bright. Cheers. Cheers.
I know a girl, she puts the color inside of my world. She's just like a maze where all of the walls are continually changed. And I've done all I can to stand on her steps with my heart in my hands. And now I'm starting to see that maybe it's got nothing at all to do with me. So fathers, be good to your daughters, and daughters will love like you do. Yeah, when girls become lovers who turn into mothers, so mothers, be good to your daughters too.